Hey everybody, Geezer Tony here back again with another simulator round of golf. I know these are getting old, they're not as interesting, but it is winter outside and it's all we can do. I look forward to getting back outside making some real golf videos, but in the meantime, we're going to do this. So I was scrolling through some of the courses, then I noticed some courses that are on here that no longer exist. And I happened to see one in Durham where I grew up that I played as a child, as from age 11 to up to about 16, 17 years old, mostly, almost exclusively. It's been closed for 8 years. I looked that up. So I'm going to play that one today. Haven't been there in over 50 years. So I selected the back tees, which it's a pretty easy course, evidently. It's 67.7 from the back tees, course rating. So not all that tough of a course. Although I don't remember it being that easy when I was a youngster, so maybe it was good that I started on that course. I do remember that when I first played it as a very young kid, it was a 9-hole course, and then later they decided to make it into an 18-hole course. They didn't use a lot of more land to make the 18 holes. They used the property that they had and most of the greens and so forth to add 9 holes. So some of the holes got pretty short, especially on the back 9. I think you're going to see that. So I remember the course as 9 holes and as 18 holes. This is, of course, the 18-hole course that it was in the more recent years. I think several of the holes are still the original, from the original 9, and then others have been changed. So now I know number 1 and number 2 on here have to be the same holes. After that, I'm not sure. Number 1 is a 405 par, not an easy starting hole. A little bit uphill off the tee. Let's see if we can hit a good tee shot here. No warm-ups again, of course. As hammered as I can hammer it, being tight, I'll take it. Okay, we're left with about a 160-ish over the standard 8. Dribble it on there. We'll take it. Hey, roll into the circle. This might be, wow, it went all the way. It's unreal. Okay, 15 feet uphill, breaking right. And I have been making a few putts on the simulator lately, so these used to be not a chance. Now I have a slight chance. See if we can get it to the hole. Oh well. Number 2, 127, uphill 3. I remembered this hole as being longer than this. Could just be because I was young and it seemed longer, but it was really hard to hit the green. We go with a pitching wedge. Choke down a little bit. Run ball. Gosh. That is, to me, for me, the biggest negative about the Garmin R50. You see them, the ball's just running out. I mean, that was a pitching wedge. It wasn't badly hit, but it just runs and runs. Okay, 34 feet. Uphill again, breaking left. This is a really a lag to get it in the circle. We'll take that lag. Nice par. Number 3, 309, very uphill. The whippersnappers will be driving this all up on the green, but geezers, not so much. I'll take a 230 something drive up that steep hill. 75 yards and a little bit more. That's not even a full 56. See what we can do. Not very well. 23 feet uphill. These greens are extremely slow up the hill, breaking a little left. Still couldn't get it there. Wow. Even though I'm aware of how slow it is, it's just never enough. Okay, number 4. Short par 3, 118 down 15 feet. I'm going to say that gets it to 110-ish or whatever, so gap wedge, 52 gap wedge. Stock shot. "13 feet. Slightly downhill. This one looks pretty straight. 13 feet. We'll go right at the tee. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, we got a 446-yard par 5. And it's so hard of a dog leg that the flag is off the screen, way to the right. That being said, if I cut it too much, I will block myself out if I remember this right. So I'm just going to hit it straight away. Maybe with a little bit of cut, but nothing drastic. Okay, that should be good, I think. Yeah, I remember this one well, even though it's been over 50 years. 233 left to the green. I'll move that marker to the green. I don't know why they stop it there. 230-ish. Got to hit 5 wood. I just want to hit a good shot at the green and give myself a good chance to get up and down for a birdie. Don't necessarily have to reach it. Almost did reach it though. About just a little over a 60-foot chip. Uphill landing area, so it won't roll out that much. And breaking left. See if we can get in the circle for an easy birdie. 60 feet. Well, we cried it in there, but we'll take it. Number 6, 321. There is a creek over that hill. Probably at about 240. I'm not going to hit driver. I'll just hit this 5 wood and take whatever's left. Of course, you're going to get in the rough, aren't you? Yep, got to. I think all that calculates out to about 120 with the rough and the uphill and what have you. I'm still going in with the gap wedge because I don't have my longer gap wedge. I'm going to cheat it a little bit. Uh-oh. Stop. Oh, good shot. I thought it was going to bound really hard, but it stopped pretty well. Okay, we've only got about 9 feet, but a lot of break to the right. And so what I've done is I've moved the indicator like this. Hope you can see this. I moved it over here because if you aim too far off center, whether it be a shot or a putt, off center of the screen, it reads it bad and it makes it think you hit something really bad and it makes it ugly. So what you do here is you move the indicator to the middle of the screen and with the amount of break you want, and that way that indicates I can hit a straight putt to that tee, and it should leave at that 1.6. I just hit it too hard. I think I had a good read on it. Okay, I do remember this hole. I remember the right side being not just one tree, but a whole thick group of trees. If you went it, we went in there a lot trying to slice it. I am going to have to bring this one around. 270. I'm not even going to hit driver here because if I don't turn it enough, it's going to go into the woods. This will too, but maybe I can turn it some. Got to really hit a really hard slice here. Not all that long, but the shape was good. 93 yards and up, maybe 1 yard. Close to a stock 56. I'm just going to hit a smooth sand wedge. They don't roll out like that on the golf course. 20 feet uphill again, breaking right. I have to hit it pretty hard. I'm going to give it about 4 inches, 5 inches right of that tee. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. 303 uphill. Another one that the limberbacks will be knocking on the green. We geezers just hit up the fairway best we can and take what's left. That was a little in the hill. It'll do though. Maybe I should have thought a little better about this at the tee. I've left myself with yardages that I don't like. About 60 yards. Let's see if we can get it on there in a reasonable birdie putt. Not bad. Been on the line and been in the circle. Okay, 9 feet. Slightly uphill. Looks pretty straight into me. Let's see if we can hit the tee. Oh yeah. You know, now that I'm starting to make some putts here, I may reduce the size of the gimme circle down to the next notch. I think it's 4 feet instead of 6. I had it on there because it's just so hard to make a putt or get it in the circle, but I'm starting to get better at it. So, number 9. This was one of the original holes of the first, the 9, and it was a downhill hole, but you could see the green from the tee. You could see the road and the pond beside the green also. This is a different look. I need to put a little draw on this one. It may not be enough. All right, I started that drive a little too far right and it didn't draw back. I think that calculates out to about 150. And I got to either stand on those limbs or try to go around them. I'm going to do a little bit of both. So I've got 7 here in my hand. And we'll see if we can hit a low cut, bounce it up on there or somewhere near it. I'll take that. Okay, we got about a 40-foot chip. Just breaking hard to the right, no real up or downhill. 40 feet. Stop. Okay. Heading into the back 9 now. We're going to get some shorter holes. Some of these were the newer holes. Good chance to make some birdies. We've got a 466 yard par 5. So maybe we can get there. Well, if we're just shy of 200 yards here, I'm going to go with the 7 wood. Just a nice smooth swing. If we can get it on, make eagle. That'd be great. Wow, felt good. Bounce hard. Okay, now stop. Pretty easy looking little chip here. 33, 36 feet. A little bit downhill, breaking left. 36 feet. Gonna drift. It's gonna drift some. Okay, birdie. It was kind of a delayed reaction there. Number 11, 252. It says it's downhill. I remember it as being very, very uphill. See if we can get one up near the green somewhere. Go. Now stop. Wow. 39-ish feet. Pretty flat as far as up and downhill. Going to come left, drift left. 30, 40 feet, say. Okay. Number 12, 418, par 5. So we should have a really good chance at birdie here if we hit a decent drive. Well, that happens once in a while. I felt like I had a really good drive and it didn't register and it was in the green. So now we got to redo it. That was a good one too. Probably 320 yards. All right, hit down the middle. I don't know where all that cut's coming from. Wow. Okay, well, still in the fairway. On golf course, it would be a 7. And here it's going to be an 8. I think we can get it there, no problem. Uh-oh. I'm going to go over. Every time. I mean, every time it rolls into the rough. All calculated up. So that's about 65, 66 feet. Uphill landing area. It's not going to roll that well. Breaking hard left. I'm going to use the gap wedge to chip with, try to help get it there. Still couldn't get it there. Wow. Okay, 8-foot putt. I really don't see anything but straight in. Let's hit it at the tee and see what happens. Hit the tee perfectly, and the putt goes in. All right. I almost forgot to move this. This says 213 right on the hole. That ought to be pretty good. If I'd have hit that with the middle of the fairway was in the center and I hit it over there, it would think I hit a really bad shot and it would send it way left. Things you learn about a simulator as you play with it. 7 wood. Whew, straight at it. Go, get through there. Oh man, look at that. Well, I didn't know what was going to happen there. Not sure that was a smart risk because I could have been right over here in the fairway with a 30, 40 yard pitch instead of a 12 yard. But it worked out. Okay, downhill, let's see, 12, 20, 36 plus 3 for the rough. downhill. A little bit of braking right. I'd love to chip this one in. 33 for the runner. Yeah, too far right anyway. But yet another birdie. You know, I don't remember this course being this easy or this short, possibly because I was so young. But I do remember if I played well, I could shoot a 72 or 3 or 4, and you know, I guess that's why it was just so short. And I'm talking about the ages of say 14, 15. Now I know we got 15-year-olds now that can play on tour, but back then they were rare. Okay, 322 yard par 4, dogleg left. You can see the flag is down here, and the hills lean that way. So I'm not even going to hit driver. I'm just going to hit. I had a 7 wood out. I'm going to hit 5 wood. Just try to get it in play and leave a pitch to the green. Don't go in the rough. Come on. Okay. 82-ish, 3-ish yards. I got to hit sandwich, not full. I'm going to choke it down and keep my feet close together and just hit it. Yeah, very offline. Okay, basically a 15-footer straight down, nothing happening. Get it there and hit the tee, it should go. Uh-oh, hit it a little left. It's going to be okay. Yes, it is. That's why they make the hole 4.25 inches instead of the size of the golf ball. Number 15, par 4, 272 down, very downhill. I remember this hole. There's a green sits out in a peninsula of water, and if you try to drive the green, you risk going in the water. So I'm going to hit 5 wood, try to get the bound down in front of the green, maybe with a little draw, and have an easier chip. That should be good there. Ooh, that might even reach. Only in fantasy land. It's going to go over. No way. I mean, that's a 5 wood. So no way do I hit a 5 wood that far. 280 yards. Not even that far downhill. Okay, we're going to be a little uphill. About 50 feet, a little uphill. It's weird how the picture to me looks downhill. Like one of those 3D things. If you look at it right, it looks uphill, but it looks downhill to me. Anyway, going to break left. 50 feet, a little uphill. It means the roll is going to be a little less. Play it out to the right of the hole. Try to get in the circle. Okay, job done. Number 16, par 3. Par 3, 177. Let's just hit 7-iron and hope it'll bounce on. Not going to bounce on that far off line. Wow. Another about 50 feet. This one's going to roll out a little more, so I need to hit it higher so it won't run as far. 50 feet. Come on, get in there. It won't give me that. It's going to make me putt it. 6 feet, almost flat, a little bit downhill. Breaking left, just how much? As fast as I'm moving, I'm going to say in 6 feet, I got to give that 3 inches right of the tee. Yeah, good par. Number 17, 327 par 4. Flag's over here behind this tree. I'm going to try to hit a nice draw around here. Maybe it'll run closer to the green. It's not that long of a hole anyway. Let me see where the, okay, yeah. Pretty good, just what I called. Run, you little devil. Wasn't all that long, but it was well executed. Okay, that drive left us a really a perfect 56, at least for real life. Here they don't carry as far, so I'm gonna have to hit it pretty good, I think. See if we can get it on and have a good birdie putt. Straight enough. Bite, 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 bite. Up. Ah, was so close to getting in the gimme circle for birdie. We got an uphill putt. Gonna break, I'm gonna say 3 inches right, maybe 4. Play it just left of the tee there. Wow. Golf is such a cruel game sometimes. That far from being in the gimme circle and then lip it out hard like that. Last hole, par 3, 190. This was one of the original holes. I'm going with 7. It hit pretty good. Give me a good bounce. High as that was from such an elevated, it still couldn't stop. And you notice as they roll through, they never stop until they get to the rough, and you're 2 inches into the rough. I've never had a ball stop in the green fringe that I can recall. 36, 37 feet, a little bit uphill, breaking right. 40 feet, basically. Go in the hole. Go in. Go, go. All right. Okay, so 10 under 61. That's kind of obscene. But again, it's very easy course. Some of the greens I could drive, and par 5s I could get there with a driver and 8-iron and so forth. Still played well to shoot that. You still got to shoot it, but it's not as impressive as it looks. But I had fun. It was good to see Lakeshore again after more than 50 years since I've been out there, reminiscing about some of the things we did as kids out there. Hope you enjoyed it. I had fun playing it. So for now, this is Geezer Tony signing off till next time.